The Vatican, a tiny state with immense spiritual power. Nestled in the heart of Rome lies the South Vatican City, the world's smallest independent state by both area and population. Despite its size, just about 44 hectares, 110 acres, the Vatican holds a monumental position in global history, culture, and religion. The roots of the Vatican trace back to early Christianity, particularly to the martyrdom of St. Peter, one of Jesus Christ's apostles. Tradition holds that Peter was buried on the Vatican Hill, and over his tomb, the great St. Peter's Basilica was later built. For centuries, the Vatican remained a religious center. However, it wasn't until 1929, with the signing of the Lateran Treaty between the Holy See and Italy's government, that Vatican City was officially recognized as a sovereign state. This treaty resolved long-standing tensions after the unification of Italy and the fall of the Papal States in the 19th century. The Vatican is a theocracy ruled by the Pope, who is both the spiritual leader of the world's 1.3 billion Catholics and the head of state. The Pope is elected for life by the College of Cardinals, and his leadership shapes not just the religious world, but often global politics and diplomacy. Supporting him is a specialized administrative structure called the Holy See, which manages the spiritual and diplomatic affairs of the Catholic Church across the globe. The Vatican is home to some of the most sacred sites in Christianity, including St. Peter's Basilica, one of the largest and most important churches in the world. The Sistine Chapel, famous for Michelangelo's breathtaking ceiling, Vatican museums, holding one of the most valuable art collections on earth. Every year, millions of pilgrims and tourists visit the Vatican to experience its spiritual and artistic treasures. A global voice for peace and justice. Beyond its walls, the Vatican maintains a vast diplomatic network. The Pope often speaks out on global issues such as peace and conflict resolution, climate change and environmental protection, poverty and economic justice, human rights and dignity. Through its moral authority, the Vatican influences not just religious thought, but also international policies and humanitarian efforts. Fewer than 800 people live in the Vatican, most of whom are clergy, officials, and members of the Swiss Guard, the elite force responsible for the Pope's security. Though physically small, the Vatican's significance is enormous. It stands as a symbol of faith, tradition, art, and global unity. Whether you're religious or not, understanding the Vatican is key to appreciating centuries of history, culture, and the power of belief. Next time you see the majestic dome of St. Peter's or the colorful uniforms of the Swiss Guard, remember, you're looking at the heart of a faith that shaped the world for over 2,000 years.